Hello everyone, happy Canada Day. Today we celebrate 150 years since Confederation. It's a day to celebrate our past and look boldly towards our future. Diversity has been at the very core of Canada for centuries. It is the foundation on which our great country was built. But today, while many of us celebrate, others do not. Indigenous peoples in this country have faced racism and oppression for centuries. As a society, we must acknowledge and apologize for past wrongs and chart a path forward, one that promises a bright future for all Canadians.
As Confederation has been declared, and the place known as British North America is now the country of Canada. It was the birth of a new era for the New World, yet one thing still lingered. The start of a new would bring some attention to the local tribes of Canada, but it wasn't the way they expected. A new beginning, a chance to end the reign of the residential school system and its torment. However, it wasn't the case. If anything, the first Prime Minister of Canada, Sir John Alexander Macdonald, had a different idea in mind for the future of the residential school system. Long after the last school closed, long after the many troubles, a moment, a glimmer of recognition.
Mr. Speaker, I stand before you today to offer an apology to former students of Indian residential schools. The treatment of children in Indian residential schools is a sad chapter in our history. Two primary objectives of the residential school system were to remove and isolate children from the influence of their home, families, traditions, and cultures, and to assimilate them into the dominant culture. These objectives were based on the assumption that Aboriginal cultures and spiritual beliefs were inferior and unequal. Indeed, some sought, as was infamously said, to kill the Indian in the child. Today, we recognize that this policy of assimilation was wrong, has caused great harm, and has no place in our country.
It was a moment that passed as quickly as it came to fruition. It was once said, sometimes history needs a push.
We want to protect our lands. An army is called to stop us. But when we're being attacked, the RCMP just stand by and do nothing.
And the people did push back. Not only the Indigenous people, but all those who stood in the face of oppression. The definitive similarities are that it was only in defense of the last bits of traditional lands and beliefs they have. We win some, we lose others. But one thing is certain, a united peoples is possible. It is known to a few that the residential school system is older than Canada itself. It is known that 6,000 to 10,000 children had died due to mistreatment, sickness, and neglect. We, as Indigenous people, know that children died at these institutions. But on May 27th, 2021, 215 children were found in a mass grave at Kamloops Residential School, unearthing a secret that would start the trend of large searches at other schools across the country. As of June 30th, 2021, 1,505 children have been found in mass grave sites on the properties of the residential schools. So far, that is 7 of the 139 facilities. The search is still ongoing. The future holds close, but still far out of reach. If we come together and forget our troubles, a new era can be born. An era that may carry new humilities and unity for all. The goal of the awareness of the residential schools isn't to make Canadians feel bad or abolish Canada, but to make the world know that this happened and teach people of the unfortunate history set before us. It's not too much to ask for in return. We shall no longer cry in this silence. We shall not let this happen again. And we shall make sure that we are heard, even if it's whispers or shouts. If one person or a nation listens, our stories and sorrows shall never be forgotten.